All right, it's kind of with great sadness that I have to report that I had to break my fast today at 39 hours, but it's still among the top 20 or so fasts I ever done. And it's sad because I broke the fast, but more importantly, I felt like I spoiled the environment of the home that I'm living in, as well as the new city that I'm living in. I'm living in Mercer Island right now, which feels like a remote part. Almost doesn't feel like it belongs in Seattle. And I finally have housemates that accept me for who I am. I finally have an office that accepts me for who I am. And I really love the lightweight attitude. Actually, I kind of lied when I said I had housemates that accept me for who I am. I live with my landlord, and there are other times that I've lived with my landlord, and the landlord just complains nonstop. Right? He sees something that gets him nervous, and he complains. This landlord doesn't, but he made a lot of comments as I was cooking my food. He suggested various seasonings and methods of cooking. And it was a foreign concept to him that one can eat without sugars, without trans fats, and without lots and lots of salt and soy sauce, and among other things, right? It's just a little bit of a foreign concept to him, and he quickly accepted it. You know, if you're dealing with somebody who's had experience cooking, and they can take care of themselves, they're not mentally ill or anything, I think most people can handle what they like to eat, right? I don't think there's need for commentary. Fortunately, while I was doing the cooking, I was still in a fasted state, so I was I was able to quickly brush him off, but it gave me a bad taste, if you will. But then I realized that there are other landlords who made me much more uncomfortable than just making commentary about what they like to eat, right? I had a landlord who got nervous. You got to remember, this was late 2020. He got nervous that I went out to the hallways without putting my mask on. He got nervous about. I had left the stove on to go get something, and he got nervous that I had left the stove on. I went out to my car to get a bottle of coconut oil that I had forgotten in the car. Anyway, and then I realized that this is somebody who actually cares about me and isn't out to complain. Right? I think the other landlord this other landlord who had complained about me, I think he was upset about the deal that I had scored. I had drove too hard a bargain, and he wanted to drive me out of that place. I think that was the problem. Whatever the case is, I've learned not to get too friendly with people I have to do business with, right? Even this current landlord, I gotta keep that social distance of not allowing myself to get married into the deal, right? That's my downfall that I've been running into some of the other places that I lived at and some of the workplaces I've been at. I get too married to the workplace, to the living environment, and unfortunately, after I ate, I got a heavy heart, and I almost wanted to break the lease to move somewhere else where I could get a clean environment again. And fortunately, my appetite has been reduced a lot. I mean, I'm eating every 2 days. I'm eating what I used to eat every 1 day or even half a day in the past, right? Which is good. But I really wish I could detach from eating, because one day I hope to go back to vacation again. We're going to reduce some of the quarantine restrictions. We're going to lift the mandates, and I'll hope to go back to Taiwan again. And when I do, I don't want to be tied down to eating something. Now, don't get me wrong. I love eating just like everybody else. What I dislike is that in the middle of a date, or in the middle of a movie, or in the middle of a job interview, or a meeting at work, a specific food will just call my name and it won't leave me alone, right? I run into that too often. And that's what prompted me to do these intermittent fastings. Unfortunately, I still routinely run into that problem, right? And having a nice day, I'm out on the trail, far removed from any responsibility, and all of a sudden, dried figs or salmon will call my name, right? And the weirdest things like that would happen, right? I'll be out on a date with the most wonderful girl in the world, and all of a sudden, some French fries from Five Guys, which makes pretty healthy French fries, will just call my name out of nowhere. It seems like sometimes, right? And so that's my downfall, unfortunately. And I haven't had that in recent times. But when I do have them, they can strike seemingly out of nowhere and totally bring down a date or a job or a vacation or any, you name it, right? Alright, I thought I would update you guys on that. I'll give the grand finale fast another thought at some other point. Hope you guys enjoyed my last fast with 39 hours. Thanks for watching.